my loves, my delicate birds, my quicksilver souls. Welcome. You are home. I am so thrilled to have you here for this deep dive made just for you, my dazzling Geminis and Gemini risings. We are mapping out your December.
And we are really jumping into a completely different energy this month. I mean, if November felt like you were just stuck in cosmic mud,
Yeah.
you weren't wrong.
Oh, a total traffic jam. Nothing is moving.
Nothing. We had five, major planets going backward. But now, thankfully, the cosmos has hit the go button.
The parking brake is off, my darlings. We are down to just two outer planets retrograde, Jupiter and Uranus. That heavy, slow feeling is finally lifting.
It's a huge shift. And for you, Gemini and Gemini Rising, this means immediate forward motion. So our mission here is to really focus on the three big themes for you.
Right.
Incredible financial flow, some major career success, and a very necessary turning point in your relationships.
Let's start with the money. I want my Geminis to be prosperous.
Well, you're in luck because the first week of December is just exceptional for that. We have Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, sitting right in your second house.
And the second house is all about personal earnings, right?
Yeah.
Your salary, what you bring in.
Exactly. And Jupiter has not been here in 12 years, so this is a really big deal.
It sounds like money is just jingling in the air for you, my loves. The sources are practically screaming that this is the time to increase your revenue. But tell me, is this just like a lottery win that comes and goes?
That is the perfect question.
Yeah.
And the answer is no. This is
Okay.
sustainable. We have this beautiful flow, a trine between Jupiter and Saturn, which is now moving forward, thankfully.
Ah, so opportunity meets structure.
Precisely. That handshake lasts until about December 5th, and it signals stable, lasting increases. This isn't just a flash in the pan. We're talking about your reputation, your career success for the long haul.
So if you're thinking about asking for that raise or signing a big lucrative contract, that first week is the time. Go for it.
100%. Jupiter is basically protecting that contract. Any agreements you make now have this sense of wisdom and stability built right in. You're building security into your success.
And right in the middle of all this financial goodness, there's a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. That sounds personal.
It's shining a spotlight directly on you. Full moons are always about culmination. Something you started back in, say, late May or early June is coming to a head.
So it could be a personal goal.
It could be. Or a health goal, maybe completing a surgery, or even stepping into a brand new, very visible role at work. It's a moment where you finally feel truly seen.
I also saw a little note about things flowing nicely on the home front around the 6th.
Yes, that positive energy keeps going. It suggests good news about property. For many, it might be about finding a great new rental. But because Saturn rules things like mortgages, it's also a very secure time to buy a home. The universe might just be handing you some keys.
Okay, I love that. And to wrap up that glorious first week, communication is just on fire. Mercury trining Jupiter and Saturn.
Pure commercial success energy. Negotiations, contracts, any kind of deal making is so favored. And what's interesting, because of Jupiter's retrograde, is this success might connect back to old colleagues or past efforts.
So a project you thought was dead might come back to life and pay off.
Exactly that. But the result is all forward-looking. We're talking about generating some serious long-term revenue.
All right, so in week 1, we've gotten rich and famous, but I know the cosmos. It never lets us get too comfortable for too long. Where does the friction start?
It starts pretty much right away. December 8th and 9th, we get our first real frustration. Mars squares Saturn.
What does that feel like?
I always call this the pebble in your shoe transit.
Yeah.
You're trying to walk, you've got all this momentum, but there's this annoying little piece of grit causing pain with every single step.
A total roadblock. And for a Gemini, where does this roadblock pop up?
It's going to hit your career ambitions. You'll feel like you're running into a wall. And because Mars is involved, it can often cause a visible blowout in a long-term relationship, or a really sharp clash with a boss or a difficult client.
So the high stakes from week 1 are now demanding their price. You can't get the reward without the fight.
That's it, exactly. It's a test of your maturity, really.
Okay, my darlings, I have to jump in here for a second with something really, really important. You hear us talking about these houses and specific life areas. And if you're just listening for your Gemini sun sign, that is wonderful. But for the clearest picture, you absolutely must be tracking your rising sign. Seriously, my loves, knowing your rising sign tells you exactly where in your life all this drama and all this joy is actually happening. It's essential. Okay, back to the grit.
Thank you. That is such a crucial point. So that grit then immediately slams into something unexpected around December 10th. Mercury opposes Uranus.
Oh, surprise party. But maybe not the fun kind.
It's the transit of shock and rebellion. And with Mercury ruling technology, the most basic advice I can give is back up your data. Seriously. Laptops crash, internet goes down, be prepared.
Good to know. What about on a personal level?
On a personal level, this can trigger a really sudden decision to change your daily health habits. Like you just wake up one morning and decide you're done with the old way and you're starting a brutal new fitness routine or completely changing your diet.
So either your computer gets a virus or you decide to give yourself a health reboot. Got it.
Something like that. Then the week closes out around the 13th to the 15th with Mars squaring Neptune. We go from the hard block of Saturn to the confusing fog of Neptune.
Ah, but Mars is the planet of action. So is Mars acting like a defogger on the windshield here?
That is the perfect analogy. Mars is slicing right through the illusion. If there's been any confusion or deception around, say, a legal agreement at work, the clarity is coming now. And it's going to demand that you take action on the truth, even if it's difficult.
No more hiding.
No more hiding. The second half of December requires that kind of serious commitment. The Sun and Venus start squaring Saturn and Neptune.
This sounds like the official relationship audit period. Time to take off the rose-colored glasses, I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely. They're getting tossed. This is a period of intense realism around love and also finances. If you're in a new relationship, you will see very quickly whether it has legs.
And for established couples,
Conflicts can really intensify. It's often a battle of wills over responsibilities or maybe shared money. A major reality check is coming for all partnerships, business or romantic.
that sounds tough, but it also sounds necessary. And it leads us right into the new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th, which is in the 7th house of partnership.
Yes, a beautiful fresh start is right there, my delicate birds. This new moon offers a totally clean slate for a committed relationship, or maybe a business collaboration. It could even be about starting a relationship with a coach or a therapist.
And this fresh start is coming from a place of more strength, right? It's not just starting over at square one.
Not at all. The energy is supporting a huge rise in your own self-esteem. You're approaching partnerships from a much healthier, more confident place. You're setting better boundaries from the get-go.
I see that as the year closes, the energy shifts again, very heavily towards shared money.
Correct. As Mars, Venus, and the Sun all move into Capricorn, they light up your 8th house. That's the house of, other people's money.
Taxes, loans, investments, inheritances, the heavy stuff.
The heavy stuff, the chunky money. Mars moves in first on the 15th, so you'll be feeling very determined to get a handle on all of it. Maybe you're refinancing a loan, structuring your business assets, or dealing with an inheritance. It's deep work, but it's how you build real wealth.
Okay, and just before we can relax and pop the champagne,
Yeah.
there's one last little test, isn't there? December 30th.
One last test.
Yeah.
Mercury square Saturn. This just means difficult, strained communication. You could have some really challenging conversations about contracts or obligations with a spouse or a boss.
Well, don't sign anything on New Year's Eve.
Please don't. This energy brings delays and frustrations. If you can, just put the pen down and walk away. Deal with it in January.
So to recap, while the end of the month is intense, all that pressure is really just forcing necessary action. It's making sure all the amazing success from the first week is built on a solid foundation.
Exactly. It's pushing you toward lasting success in your career and, honestly, a much more realistic and fulfilling direction in your relationships.
My dear listener, please don't ever forget this. The sky is preparing the strongest possible foundation for you to shine. Your job this December is just to clear away the old dust that's shadowing your sparkle, that relationship illusion, that confusing contract, and the rest of the joy, it will come all on its own.
We really hope this deep dive helps you navigate all the high points and the pressure points of the month with confidence.
And if this resonated with your Quicksilver soul, don't keep that good energy to yourself. Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and drop a comment telling us one thing you're going to achieve during that powerful first week. Let's build this community energy together.
And now, with all our love to our amazing Geminis, let's turn our attention to the next sign and see what the cosmos has in store for them.